Hello everyone and welcome back to O-Level Oasis. This is your guide to preparing for your O-Level Biology Cambridge examinations. We are currently studying Chapter 17, which is Inheritance. Today, we will begin Unit 17.3, which focuses on inheritance, meaning how traits are passed from one generation to the next. In this unit, we will go through the key specifications that you need to understand, so let us begin. So we begin with Specification 1, which asks us to describe inheritance as the transmission of genetic information from one generation to the next. So we write the definition of inheritance as, inheritance is the passing of genetic information from one generation to the next generation. So, inheritance is the process through which genetic information is passed from one generation to the next during reproduction. This genetic information is stored in DNA, which is organized into chromosomes located in the nucleus of cells. Genes are segments of DNA that contain instructions for specific traits such as eye color, height, and blood group. Each individual inherits two alleles for each gene, one from the mother and one from the father. These alleles may be identical or different, and together they determine how a characteristic is expressed in the offspring. In this way, inheritance maintains continuity of traits within a species while also allowing variation among individuals. This is how inheritance explains how genetic information is passed from parents to their offspring. In generation 1, the biological father and mother each carry genetic material in their chromosomes. During reproduction, both parents contribute this genetic information to the next generation. In generation 2, the offspring, child, receives a combination of genetic material from both parents. This mixture of genes determines the child's inherited traits and characteristics. So, the genetic mechanism of inheritance involves each parent passing on chromosomes containing genes, which together influence the features and characteristics of the offspring. The patterns of inheritance is quite simple. During reproduction, each parent contributes one allele for a particular trait through the gametes, which are the sperm and egg cells. When fertilization takes place, these two alleles come together in the zygote, forming a pair. This pair of alleles determines the characteristics of the offspring. For example, if both parents pass on alleles for brown eyes, the offspring will have brown eyes. As the zygote divides and develops into an embryo, these alleles are copied into every new cell that is formed. In this way, the same genetic information is present in all body cells, guiding the development of traits such as eye color, hair type, and other inherited characteristics. This image illustrates how inheritance works across generations. In generation 1, we have the parents, the mother and the father, each carrying different traits such as hair color and eye color. In generation 2, the offspring inherit a combination of these traits from both parents. For example, the boy has inherited orange hair color from his mother and eye color from his father. Similarly, the girl has inherited eye color from her mother and hair color from her father. This shows that offspring receive genetic information from both parents, and different combinations of alleles result in variation between individuals. So, inheritance leads to similarities with parents, but also differences between siblings due to different combinations of inherited traits. This is possible because of how gametes and fertilization work. Gametes, which are the sperm and egg cells, are haploid. This means they carry only one set of chromosomes, so each gamete contains only one allele for each trait. For example, the sperm may carry an allele for curly hair and an allele for brown eyes, while the egg may carry an allele for straight hair and an allele for blue or green eyes. When fertilization occurs, the sperm and egg fuse to form a zygote. This zygote is diploid, meaning it now has two sets of chromosomes. As a result, it contains two alleles for each trait, one from each parent. These pairs of alleles together determine the characteristics of the offspring, such as hair type and eye color.